Welcome to our series on Excel tips. In this video, we are going to show you how to transform many rows of data in Excel into a single row. Now, I work primarily with education data, and sometimes I receive the files from school systems where there's a row for every course that a student took. So if a student took 9 courses, there would be 9 rows for that student. And in order to answer questions that I have to answer for a federal grant that the school system has, for example, I need the data to be 1 row per student and the columns to contain the courses that the student took. And what I'm going to show you is how to use features of Excel to easily transform the data, to move it from many rows of data for each student to a single row. So here's some fake student data, but this is what it would look like coming from a school system. But this isn't real, just so you know. This is the roster of all the kids who are in this school. In a separate file, they gave me all the math courses every student took this year, and the course grade and how many credits they earned. Now this would be easy to just match up these two files if each student took one and only one course. But there were students who took more than one math class. In fact, almost 400 of these kids took more than one math class during the year. How do I know there are kids who took more than one class? If I copy my student IDs to a different place, because I don't want to mess up my original data, and then go to the Data tab and choose Remove Duplicates, it will tell me if there's any duplicates there. And it tells me that there are 375 duplicates in that list of math courses. So I know that 375 kids took more than one math class, and they have more than one row. So first thing to do, get rid of these extra student IDs. Just get them out of there, delete them. And then we need to turn our data into a table. So Control T, and Control T will select your data, and then click OK, and it turns it to a table structure. Let's give the table a name. If you click in the table, then you have the option of clicking on Table Design, and over here in the top left, you'll see a place to name it. Start with TBL, so that if you are looking for tables, they're all together because they have the same prefix, and then give it a meaningful name. TBL Courses, we'll call this. Okay, click on Data to get to the Data tab, and then from Table Range. And it's just being a little bit slow. We'll be patient. This window opens. And here we have a new window. Okay, let's delete this over here because we don't want it there, that change type. Just delete it. I don't know if it hurt anything. Student number is what we want, 1 row for each student number. So select student number, and then go up to Group By. So we're going to group by these student numbers, and we want Advanced. So choose Advanced, and we're going to group by the student number. We're going to get a new column, and let's name the new column Courses, because we want a column that's going to have the courses, all the courses that student took together in a column, everything out of the course column, that is. And here it doesn't matter what operation we choose because we're going to change it. This is kind of like a cheat on a game, only it's not a very complicated cheat, but it works. Okay, the other thing we want is their grade, so we're going to say grades, and it doesn't matter what we choose there because we're going to change it. It's going to write code for us to get a sum, and we're going to change that code. So click OK. We get error, which is what we expect because we haven't cheated yet. So go up here to View, click on that, so we get the View menu, and then choose Advanced Editor. And this gives us the code that we're going to edit. Okay, this might be a little bit hard to read, but in front of course it says list.sum because we chose sum for the operator. Just change that to text.combine, and the same thing in front of the course grades. change list.sum to text.combine. It just wasn't a choice on the pull-down menu, but it is a choice in Excel, so we're just changing the code. Now, when we are finished here, the courses are going to come out all in one column. All the courses for any one student will be in the same row with that one student ID, but they'll be all in one column. So we want delimiters so that we'll be able to split it. So go in here and right after the square bracket of course, let's put comma and then quote, comma, quote. I'm using comma as a delimiter, so I put it in quotes. And then the same thing here after the course grade, put comma, quote, comma, quote. And that way when it puts all the course grades together in one column, there'll be a comma between them. When you hit done, you have what you want. Go to Home, Close and Load. And I choose Close and Load 2 so I can put it on a new worksheet. And lo and behold, there's your new data and it's in a table. So how would you finish this off? Now you've got one row for every student, but you have their courses together in one column with commas between them. So I would just copy that table over, paste special values so that I could deal with it. And then I would just use the text to columns on the data tab to separate out using those commas as delimiters and put the stuff together the way I want. And then I would VLOOKUP to bring it over here.